this is Marianne, and I thought I would just pop in, and this is a different place. And this is in the bedroom, and this is a nice little chair we put in here. And lots of times people come in and visit, well, family, and that's not a lot. But anyway, this has become a visiting place, and so I thought I would do a short video and just sort of tell you where we're at. And I'm talking about today, I think, things like mourning, not morning and evening, but mourning and sorrow, and routines and schedules and how things are. Okay, I've been home from the ER about 2 weeks now, a little over 2 weeks. Yesterday was 2 weeks. And I just want to tell you how it went. When I came home from the ER, I had a lamb shank that needed cooking for lunch, and Craig had got the news that they're thinking cancer, and he had given the news to his sister and his brother, but we'd talked about it, and I was to give the news to Tom. So when I came home, I thought I'll get lunch on first because I don't know how it's going to go after that, and we needed to eat regardless. And so I got the lunch on, or started, and then I thought, okay, now it's time to tell Tom. I told him all the good stuff first. My heart was wonderful. Years ago, I had been diagnosed with spondylolisthesis, and the grade it was. Well, it hasn't changed. So in all these years, it hasn't changed. So I thought that was nice. And it's a low grade, so that's good. Usually you want high grades in life, but not always. So I shared the good news, and then I told him what they thought it might be, and what they had said and whatnot. And then I asked if he had any questions. He didn't. And it was like I had just told him, hey, the garbage truck just went by. But in a couple of hours, he said, I want to talk to you about something when you have a chance, or when you sit down. So I said, okay, let's sit down and talk. And I thought, okay, he's going to ask questions. And he said, I want to talk about the hoses out in the garden. And so that was the first day. Okay, and what it was, it's denial. You know, and that's the first thing, when you hear that somebody in your family or a friend has either died or had an accident, our first response is, oh no, it's denial. So the second day with Tom started about the same way. You know, it was, when was I going to fix meals and, you know, do everything? And I thought, you know, it's just not clicking quite right. So I went through it again. I said, honey, do you know what's happening? And he said, no. And so I went through it again. And the first week, it was like every other day we had to talk about it. His reaction was, oh no, that's bad, isn't it? But now he's past that. And you know, if that's what it takes to cope, that's okay. And so now our routine has become, every time I lay down, I just get soaking wet. It just happens. And so when I wake up in the morning, the bed is wet, the pillowcases, and it all needs to be changed. So we have a basket, and we gather up all this wet stuff. I get in the shower, and he's pretty much got the bed made for me when I get out. If not, we do it together, and I crawl back in, get warm, and then pretty soon I get up and think about some kind of eating something. And breakfast usually takes me 2 or 3 courses to finish. And so if I feel good, I'm the meal getter. If I need help, we do it together. And then there's times when Tom just does it. So that's how life is pretty much gone. I nap a lot. I'm thankful a lot. Oh, I am thankful. And I've got such a nice home to be sick in. And some days it's sort of like just having a vacation. And it's peace, wonderful peace. So that's where I am right now. And I haven't made it to the doctors yet for what's coming next. But I have heard that they've decided not to do the biopsy, the bone biopsy, to check for bone cancer. And you know what? I don't think I have bone cancer. So it's just as well. Some days I think I just have a complication of hangnail. I don't know. Other days, and by the way, that's painful, I found out. But and I don't have hangnails. I'm being very silly. Okay. Oh, they've changed the appointment a couple of times. For a while, it was to be tomorrow on the 2nd of July. But now it's put back on the 3rd, which I'm really pleased with, because that means I really get the doctor I want. If it's on the 2nd, they change to a different doctor. So I really am pleased and glad to be able to wait. Plus also what happened, because the hospital somehow didn't get my new phone number into the top administration. I did miss the home health care woman that usually you just get with every stay that you have there, if you want it. And so for some reason that didn't happen, and I'm saying evidently it's a good reason. So that's okay too. And so here we are, and I'll try to let you know what is coming up, but those are sort of my routines for the day. I go to bed really early. I have my early morning nap, my morning nap. I feel, have any of you ever read the book? It's about the toll booth. The little boy in the toll booth. I forget the name. But he gets into the doldrums, and all they say, they're so busy because they have to get up and get ready to take their nap. They have their morning nap, and then they have their pre-noon nap, and then they have their noon nap, and that's how my life is. There's my doggie. Yeah, they're my doggie. So I'll let you go, and hopefully I'll have some better news on, I don't know, later this week. So there you have it. Oh, thank you for subscribing too. And I would like to see 200 subscribers someday. That would just cheer the cockles of my heart.